Well, the demons never sleep, and I'm going to be getting ready to go work out here. It's after, well, it's right around midnight at this time. By the time I upload it, it'll be after midnight, and I'll probably be working out. I'm going to do a short video here real quick for a reason. You know, I still say my message is a lot different from everybody else. I still say silver is a good investment, all that type of stuff, and right now it's pretty safe. But I'm going to say this. The highest I bought silver at was maybe was 26 something spot. That was the highest. Vast majority of it under 18. More like 15 or below 15 or whatever. And palladium under 200 bucks spot. I didn't feel too safe about buying any silver anywhere over 30. I was hoping it was going to go up because I'm hearing all the bullshit too. Okay, now I want to throw something out here for some food for thought, because first off, I want to clear something up about before I get into this food for thought, because I think this is a good angle too, an angle some of these clowns don't think of. Because, you know, first off, you know, a lot of people think, you know, I'm still working. Actually, you know, I'm working with a firm down in or downtown. You know, so like sometimes I'm not here, whatever, but I'm going to say much about what I do, all right? But, you know, these guys who are always pumping this stuff, they always word bullshit. I knew this, and it took me a little while to figure it out because I was a little new to this game that these guys are playing, because I never saw these clowns on the internet before, but I know they're full of it. I mean, I know they are, you know? But I want to point out this angle first. Well, first off with the, this is what I was getting to before I was getting to this other thing. War with Iran. You know, I know Israel's talking about it. I don't know exactly when, but common sense says, and they've always said this, if it doesn't happen by December, it ain't going to happen till like spring or very early summer. It's like they got to it's something to do with the weather. If there's a strike on Iran, it's going to be like in November. That's what the common theory is anyway. And the best time is like spring to early summer. So if it happens, it may be then. I don't know. You know, maybe we'll have the budget crisis or some crap, and then, you know, oh, the sky's going to fall. But, you know, one of these days, these people crying wolf, the sky's going to fall, they're going to be right one of these days. But they're playing a game, I don't like them. But here's my point on this deal right here. Bitcoins. Now, I don't know where the hell this damn thing's going, right? It's astronomical. The guys that bought it years ago, they didn't have no idea where the hell it was going to. I mean, at first it was just like you could buy computer crap with it or something. You know, nobody took anything for Bitcoins. But now, this precious metals dealers taking Bitcoins for precious metals. And I'm thinking, wow. Plus, they had that new thing on it. It was like $100 million ripped off for somebody's online wallet. $100 million worth of Bitcoins ripped off. You know, I'm like, great, man, that's freaking fantastic. But you know what I started thinking? You don't need that much. If I had Bitcoins, like $100 million worth of Bitcoins, I'd be loading up on metals. And you know what? You got to figure who's getting Bitcoins mainly. You know, I'm reading about people buying like $7,000 each computers, you know, 12 of them. And they can mine like one Bitcoin every 2.5 to 3 days or something like that, and they're specially made. That's all they do is mine, and they bought like a dozen of them. Hey, it's gotten into the big bucks game, but what are they doing with this money, man? Like when they said the transactions exceeded PayPal, but one transaction was for $145 million. I don't know what the hell to do with the money, but you know what I'm thinking? Hey, they're going to get silver, gold, platinum, and palladium, man. And somebody's going to get holding a pile of nothing. I mean, nothing. I mean, air is at least breathable. Like, if they give you air, you know, for something, at least you can breathe it. It's something out of something, right? Bitcoins is nothing. It's nothing. There's nothing to it. I'm talking stupid on a purpose. And I'm telling you right now, man, I don't want to even entertain the thought of this bullshit. It's really smart if you could take Bitcoins and get gold for it, and silver and platinum and palladium. Well, yeah, especially if it only cost you like $3 for the damn coins in the first place, and you get yourself millions of dollars with the metals. That's smart. And that's probably what they're doing, man. And it's the big guys' game too. What do you think China's in it for? And by the way, you know how much silver do they have to take off the market to really drive the price up? I don't know, man. I don't know. But you know what? You're going to see the old voices out there again when, say, it does go up a lot in 2014. Say it goes to 50 or a little bit past 50, maybe to 72 to 75, the next major fib point, like I've been saying a gazillion times. Oh, you know what? Even if it goes over 35 or 40, they're immediately going to say 100, 500, 1,000, same old bullshit. And, you know, how many people bought over 40 bucks silver? I didn't. I didn't touch this shit. Shit, practically everything was way under 20, man. You know? I mean, yeah, I'd like to see it go up that much. Now, I realize the whole deal now, what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen in the markets tomorrow. If I did, I mean, I would be playing the electronic markets left and right. I mean, anybody who knows what's going to happen in the markets tomorrow is going to be a billionaire inside of like way less than a year, starting with $1,000. They can start with $100. You'd still have that much. That's just how the game is. Nobody's that damn good. So anybody that tells you that is full of it. Okay? But what I can tell you is a lot of common sense. But I can tell you what's common sense right now is I almost guarantee you they're unloading bitcoins for precious metals as smart guys. And or anything that's real assets. And you know, I don't know where this bitcoins is going to wind up sitting, because see, the bullion dealer gets it. What do? We're going to say to the mine, go, here's your money, pay him off in bitcoins. What's going to happen? Maybe the mine's going to get a bunch of nothing that's going to go to nothing someday, to zero, to absolute oblivion, and you're going to be out. In other words, it's like ripping off Fort Knox, except legally. How's that? How's that? Maybe that's what's going on, huh? And you know what happened in the mines? They go broke. Bam! And then who would buy them up? The guy that got all the free gold, silver, and everything, they could buy them up for a small percentage of what they're worth and own the mine, too. Anyway, I almost feel like I'm plotting with the guys I used to work with, you know? You know I had to work for? This is how we do things. I don't like those guys too much, though. But I'd rather just do my own shit. So when I'm telling you stuff, man, I'm giving you a straight scoop, man. You know, don't fuck it. These guys, there's so many people on the internet. They're so full of shit. It's amazing. It's amazing. You say I'm full of shit or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Fine. But I'm telling you though that there's like so much going on with this thing with the bitcoins that I smell like they're gonna grab all the real assets for this shit, which I call bit shit, and they're gonna have gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and anything real they can get their hands on, and somebody's gonna get a hold of nada. But you know what? The best thing you'd want to do is take the metals, because they're depressed right now. They're really, you know, even if they don't go down, it's an international currency. It's still something you hold that's off. You know, it's not in the banking system. There's no trace on it. It's just as good as bitcoins, you know, and as far as traceability and stuff. You can convert it into any currency in the world anytime you want. It's easily convertible any place. I think a lot of people are going to go into the precious metals for the bitcoins, and guess what? You know, I don't know what the hell is going on behind the scenes here, but, you know, I smell something up. I smell something. You see? You see what I'm saying? And you got to go by that. You got to go by that, because you know, somebody's going to start imitating me saying, "Oh, I smell something too." No, you don't. I smell something, and I'm telling you is that if I had this shit, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be unloading it on precious metals. I don't care if I took, and I would like to take, you know, half the global supply of the precious metals off their hands, and I'd have it. You know, if I could do that, that's what I would do. I'd take everything. And I wouldn't say shit. I'd be out there fixing my Jeep. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say shit. I'd take the whole thing. And guess what? It's untraceable, ain't it? Right? And you know, if somebody asked me where it is, I don't know. I was lying. I was full of shit. They wouldn't know. They wouldn't know. But then that's what I think some people are doing. Because I've seen some wild shit, man. I can tell you about, I'll just tell you real briefly. A lot of people maybe think I'm full of shit, but I seen a guy like from Korea. I don't know if he's North Korean or South Korean. I guess he was South Korean. Comes up with $1 billion CD. Another guy with $1 billion CD, certificate of deposit in euros. You know, it was in a Hong Kong bank or some shit. It was fake. So we're thinking the guy's full of shit. He don't have any money. He had the real, because there was like a number on it or some shit you could look up and you find out if it's real or not. You know what? He came up with the real money. He wanted to use the fake one, so he had no risk. You think guys with a lot of money don't do shit like that? They do shit like that, especially when it's in closed-end deals. So I can imagine what's going on with these bitcoins, man. I think they're loading up with precious metals with this shit. That'd be the smart thing. That would be the smart thing. And you know, the guys that bought a dozen computers and are running them all the time, hey, they're making money. And whoever lifted to $100 million, who the hell knows who got it? You think they're going to confess? Say, oh, I got to tell Lindsay Williams I got $100 million. I'm elite. They're never going to say shit to nobody. I don't know.